15 years ago, I was living in Israel, and every day when I would go to shul, the Tzedaka collectors would come to shul and they would go collecting. Now, one day, services had just ended. I was packing up all my stuff, and this pious old man with a long white beard comes to me. He puts out his hand and he says, "Tzedaka, tzedaka." So I put my hand in my pocket and I pull out a handful of change and I started sifting through the coins. And I picked out a few shkalim and I put the rest back in my pocket. And as I gave him the shkalim, this old wise man said something to me that I'll never forget. He said, "You think the money you gave away, you've lost. And the money in your pocket, that is your money. But really, the money in your pocket, you never know what's going to happen to it. But the money you gave away, that's your real money. Because that money has changed you." You know, our sages teach us something so counterintuitive about tzedakah. Think about this scenario. If you had $1,000 to give, is it better to give $1 to 1,000 people so that you can help lots of people, or give $1,000 to one person so you can actually help someone in a significant way? You'd think that it's better to give it all to one person so you can make a big difference in their lives. But really, it's more important to give $1 to 1,000 people. Because when we keep giving, the act of giving changes us and makes a big difference in our lives. Meaning, the true focus is less about what you give and more about who you become through giving. You know, think about this. If God wanted, He could have created a world where everyone has everything they need. But He wants a world where we're all lacking in some way, so that we can help each other and that we can refine ourselves in that process. Our job in life isn't to accomplish, to fix, and to solve everything. That's God's job. Our job is to try and to become more patient and kind and compassionate while trying. And really, this applies to every single aspect of life, right? Life is not about the end result as much as about our growth in the process. It's not about how much you do or how much money you make, but rather who you become in that process. Our work, think about work. Work is not about how many customers you have, but rather how you treat each customer. Parenting isn't about whether your kids become exactly who you think they should be, but rather how patient, loving, and caring you become in the process. So if you ever find yourself questioning the impact of the effort, remember that your effort already made an impact on you.